Good morning, Miss. Okay, guys, 2 minutes and they'll start, okay? Waiting for just the others to join. Okay, guys, I will allow you to unmute yourselves. Yesterday, we couldn't have an English session because of the internet and what happened. So, as I told you yesterday on WhatsApp, we are going to substitute this on Saturday at 10. So let's start now.
Miss, Saturday راح نعيد الحصة support.
Not the support.
العادية يعني.
Yes. Okay. So let's start now with our lesson. So this week we are going to start with a new theme, which is very interesting and very, it's not boring at all. It's interesting. So we are going to start with a new theme, which is endangered animals. Who has an idea about what do we mean by endangered animals? By raising your hands, please. Yes, ya Hassan.
Danger animals that eat meat and kill the
No, Hassan, no.
animals.
We didn't say dangerous animals. We said endangered animals.
That eat the grass and not
No,
kill
Hassan.
That are close to be extinct.
Thank you, Razan. Endangered animals. Endangered doesn't mean dangerous at all. At all. Endangered animals are animals who are almost to extinction because of humans, some of the humans' acts, because of hunting, because of poaching, and so on. So, endangered has no relation with the word dangerous. It doesn't mean dangerous at all. If an animal is endangered, it doesn't mean that this animal is dangerous and harmful and attack human beings. No. Some animals which are very friendly are also endangered. So when I say endangered animals, it means animals which are really close to extinction. What do we mean by extinction? Who can tell us?
Miss, nobody from them is left.
Yes, يعني disappeared. Okay?
Miss,
When
I
I
have
say
a
that,
question.
yes, يا حسن.
You said endangered animal. But
Yes.
the tiger and the bear is danger animals.
Hassan, you need to understand something. When I say dangerous, it means this animal is harmful. It attacks humans, okay? But when I say endangered animals, like the word you see here in the slide, endangered means people are hunting them, people are killing them, they are losing their habitats and so on. That's why they are becoming endangered, يعني close to extinction, يعني they are close to disappear and not be found again. That's what do we mean by endangered, Hassan. Endangered doesn't mean dangerous. Okay? Now when you watch the video, Hassan, you will understand what I said. Okay, Hassan, is it clear?
Yes.
Miss, I have another meaning of extinct.
Yes, miss.
It means close to death.
Yes, but not because they die from out of nowhere. Okay?
Yes.
Let's watch the video together. And now when you watch the video, you will see why are some animals becoming endangered. Okay? Let's see.
Leopards, rhinos, gorillas, pandas, polar bears. Why are all these animals in danger? Now in Endangered Animals. About 1/3 of all animals and plants are endangered to become extinct. No good news, unfortunately. How do they actually become endangered? And what animal species are affected? The Amur leopard is one of the most beautiful big cats, but also one of the world's rarest. Its habitat is being increasingly destroyed due to deforestation and slash and burn. This is why the Amur leopard is an endangered species. A rhino's horn is a desired trophy for hunters and a valuable booty for poachers. They do not care that these animals are nearly extinct by now, and that hunting rhinos is forbidden. This beautiful sea turtle is a protected species. Nevertheless, it's being hunted because of its shell and meat. The pollution of the ocean is a threat to the hawksbill turtle too, particularly the plastic waste floating throughout the ocean. The turtles cannot distinguish this from jellyfish. Poachers are the biggest threat for mountain gorillas. Due to deforestation and slash and burn, it's getting increasingly difficult for the apes to stay in their habitats and to find enough food. The scales of the pangolin are believed to be a medical cure. This belief is fatal for many of these animals. Yet, the scales actually consist of the same material as our fingernails. The polar bear lives in the Arctic region and mainly feeds on seals. Due to global warming, the Arctic ice is increasingly melting. This means that the polar bear has to move further north again and again in order to survive. The red panda feeds on bamboo. Due to deforestation, it finds less and less food and protection. The red panda is also being hunted because of its beautiful coat. The giant panda also feeds on bamboo. The clearance of forests is not the only threat to them, though. The problem is that bamboo only blossoms about once every 100 years and then dies off because of a lack of nutrients. Therefore, it's very difficult to reforest bamboo. Why do animals become endangered? A lot of animals lose their habitat due to global warming, deforestation, increasing pollution, hunting, and poaching. Wow, all these animals are living too far away to help them. You don't have to travel to the rainforests or rob your piggy bank. Here are 6 tips. They also help to protect a great number of endangered animals in your region. Save energy. Switch off electric devices if you don't need them. The exploitation of coal and oil resources harms our environment and the animals. Avoid plastic. Use your cloth bag if you go shopping. Plastic bags are often dumped in nature where the animals mistake them for food. Save water. Take a shower instead of a bath. And don't let the water run while brushing your teeth. Save the environment. Use your bicycle and the bus. Less exhaust gases are also good for our own respiratory systems. Less fish and meat. Many seas have been subject to overfishing, so that the natural environment has lost its balance. In addition, large forests are being chopped down only to create large pastures for cattle. Food from your region. Regional products don't have to be transported for thousands of miles by plane, trucks, and so on. This helps to save nature.
Okay, so I will allow you again to unmute yourselves and let me ask you some questions. Okay, طيب, from the video, why do you think that some animals are becoming endangered? Yes, Zahra.
Some animals like
Miss, I
panda
don't listen us.
Hassan, please, you should not interrupt us anymore, please. Yes, Zahra.
yes, some animals like pandas and sea turtles
Yes.
are being extinct or endangered because of their food.
Okay, so because they have lack of food. Okay, they mentioned also another important reason for the extinction of animals. Who noticed that? There are many reasons. They mentioned many reasons.
Forestation, global warming.
Global warming, deforestation, very good. Can you clarify this,
Miss, the
Razan?
panda are not مش عم تلاقي البامبو because this is dead or no?
Yes, this is one of the
Miss the
reasons.
plastic.
This is one of
Miss
the
the
reasons.
plastic.
Okay, but you cannot answer this way, please, by raising your hands. Razan, please continue.
Yes, miss.
Yes, you were saying something and I said clarify it. So Razan was saying that some animals are becoming extinct because of losing their habitats because of deforestation. Okay, who can tell us what do you mean by losing their habitats?
Losing their houses or
Losing
losing their
Losing
shelters.
their homes and losing their shelters, because some animals live in trees, some animals live in certain areas. These areas are being destroyed or because of deforestation. So that's why some animals are losing their habitats. Okay, type. Huda, you were raising your hand. If you have another also reason why are some animals becoming endangered, tell us.
Yes, miss, because we are using its skin or it as food.
Very
Like the
good. So some
behaviors.
people are hunting or poaching these animals because of their skin, because of their fur, because of their trunks, and so on. So some people are hunting these animals to for these reasons. That's why they are becoming endangered. Okay. Yes, Razan.
there are also pollution.
Very good. Pollution is related to deforestation and to global warming also. Yes, Larissa.
Miss, the plastic in the water. When we throw,
So this is
when we throw
yes,
plastic in the water.
one of the kinds of pollution in which people, marine pollution, and this is leading to the death of many sea animals because they mistake between the food and the plastic bags or the plastic trash in the water. Very good. So these are many reasons why are animals becoming endangered. So now we are going to move to the skill, which is paraphrasing. Okay, now please, I want you to concentrate because this is very important. And let's start. When I say paraphrasing, it means I am restating a certain idea, but using my own words. Okay, so when I am paraphrasing, I should restate the author's words or ideas, but using my own words. What do I have to do is to keep the same meaning. Okay, and I just have to change the difficult words, the unfamiliar words into easier ones. I have to change some of the vocabulary, but without changing the meaning at all. I have to keep the exact meaning. Okay, restating, same as we do in writing. Remember in writing when I tell you, you restate the thesis statement in the concluding paragraph, but using your own words? Same thing you do here. Okay, so you restate or rewrite the author's words or ideas, but using your own words without changing the meaning or without providing any interpretation or any opinion. Okay, so you just keep your own ideas. Keep your own, words, but without changing the idea. Now, a writer paraphrases when where he or she wants the source is only the idea expressed. Let's see what do you mean by that. Why do we paraphrase? We paraphrase when we want to, let's say, extract only one part of a paragraph or one idea of an essay. You know, when I need only one idea of a certain paragraph or essay, I just take this idea and paraphrase it. Okay? So instead of taking the whole essay or whole paragraph, I can just take one idea and paraphrase it. Paraphrasing also allows a writer to express another author's key points using fewer words. So you can also, through paraphrasing, express another way in expressing the idea using your own words and using fewer words and easier words. Okay, so in general, paraphrasing is to restate a certain idea or a certain text or a certain paragraph or a sentence using your own words without changing any meaning or providing any interpretation. Yani, do not provide any conclusions or any opinions of your own. Okay? Now, the most important part of paraphrasing is these 7 steps. These 7 steps are very important. Why? Because you have to follow these steps in order to have a successful paraphrasing. Let's see what these steps are. First of all, okay, first of all, when you have a certain text or story that you have, or paragraph or sentence that you have to paraphrase, the first thing you have to do is you have to read the text carefully. Yes, Hassan. Hassan Jradi, you raised your hand. Okay. So read the text carefully. So the first thing you have to do is to read the text. The first thing you have to do. Read it carefully, يعني word by word. The second thing you have to do is to underline or note any important subject-specific words. What do we mean by subject-specific words? Usually in a certain paragraph, there are some keywords or some very subject related words, words which are related to the topic. So in this case, you have to underline these words and make sure to find synonyms for the difficult ones. So step number 1, you have to read the text carefully and underline the important words. The second step is to look for any difficult words. Akid, there are some difficult words in the paragraph, some unfamiliar words, some words that you can find synonyms to them. Okay, so you have to look up for any difficult unfamiliar words and try to find synonyms for them. This is step number 2. Step number 3, you have to try to find ways of expressing information in the group of words. يعني every sentence apart, I have to take every sentence and try to explain it or paraphrase it. Rewrite each sentence and try to simplify the sentence structure and the vocabulary without changing the meaning. The most important part that you have to put in your mind is that you don't have to change the meaning at all. You could not change the meaning at all. Put your text out of sight. يعني أنتوا when you are done, خلاص إنه you read the text carefully, you underlined the difficult words, you found synonyms to them, and so on. Now it's time to write your paraphrase, right? You put your text up aside, يعني out of sight, يعني in a place that you cannot see the text anymore, and paraphrase it from your memory. Because when you paraphrase, and the text is in front of you, it means you are going to copy and you will be kind of confused. So when you read it carefully and so on, خلاص, you memorized the general idea in the text, just put your text out of sight and try to memorize from your memory. When you finish your paraphrase, you revise what you have written, comparing it to the original. Now you go get this other text and you compare it to the original one. Your paraphrase should clarify the original. يعني your paraphrase should be easier than the original because it should clarify it, but be written clearly in your own words. Now, the most important step of these 7 is the last one. The last step is very important because in the last step, you have to write a citation before you start your paraphrase. What do we mean by a citation? I will tell you. A citation is something you write before you start your paraphrase, yani before you write your paraphrase. Like, for example, the writer says, يعني the writer says that, and you write your paraphrase. The writer explains that, then you write your paraphrase. The writer claims that, then you write your paraphrase, and so on. So this is what do we mean by the citation. You cannot write a paraphrase without a citation at all. You have to start with a citation and then you write your paraphrase. A paraphrase without a citation is wrong. So the writer says, the writer explains, the writer claims, the writer thinks, the writer guesses, the writer, whatever, any verb that you can use is true, okay? So the citation is very important. Let's now move to the activity that I have here. Here we have a certain paragraph, a very short text that we have to paraphrase. I didn't write a paraphrase here. I just marked and underlined the words which are keywords, words that you cannot change, you have to keep the same, and words that you can change them into easier ones, or words that you can find synonyms to them. The United States, Germany, and Japan and other industrial powers are being transformed from industrial economies to knowledge and information based service economies, whilst manufacturing has been moving to low-wage countries. In a knowledge and information-based economy, knowledge and information are the key ingredients in creating wealth. This text talks about the industrial powers, which are being transformed to low-wage countries, to poor countries. Industrial powers are being in the United States, Germany, and Japan, these great countries, while manufacturing has been moving to low-wage countries, to poor countries. In knowledge and information-based economy, knowledge and information are the key ingredients in creating wealth. Let's look at the second paragraph below. I started my paragraph with a citation. The writer means that the United States, Germany, and Japan, these are keywords that we cannot change. And other industrial powers. Industrial powers is a word in which we can find a similar one. Are being transformed. Transformed also, we can find a synonym for transformed. From industrial economies to knowledge and information. Economies, knowledge, and information are keywords that cannot be changed. Based service economies, whilst is a word that can be changed. Manufacturing cannot be changed. Has been moving to low-wage countries is a phrase in which you can change it into an easier one, simpler one. In a knowledge and information-based economy, knowledge and information are the key ingredients in creating wealth. Key ingredients in creating wealth is another phrase in which you can find easier vocabulary to write it. Okay? Till now, is everything clear?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you can find similar words or easier words or synonyms and write your paraphrase. Got it? That's it.
Yes.
هلا نحن later in the I think yes we have a paraphrasing question. Yes.
شو صار يا بس شو صار؟
Okay, miss. So, continue. So, did you understand what is paraphrasing? And I told you at the end of the lecture, we have a paraphrasing question. Let's do it together. Let's do this together. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. It is important that animals such as the polar bear make it onto the endangered species list. Once they are on the list, there are laws that protect these animals from being hunted for food or sport. Organizations also receive money and tools to protect the habitat and recover the species. The goal of removing the animal from the list is achievable. In fact, it is rare for species to go extinct after they make the list. Sadly, many species do go extinct while waiting for consideration. Let us explain the paragraph and then write the paraphrase. The paragraph is talking about polar bears and that polar bears are nowadays on the list of endangered species. Now, they are telling us that there are some organizations that are receiving money and tools in order to protect the habitats of these animals and recover the species. And the main goal of these organizations is to remove these animals or the polar bear out of the endangered species list. But sadly, many species which go extinct while waiting for consideration, and many species which are on the endangered species list are not being survived, and they are not being saved, and they're not being recovered. Instead, they are going extinct while waiting for consideration, waiting for becoming better. Okay, now who can tell us how can we paraphrase? I will give you 2 minutes to write your own paraphrase and let me see what you have. Yeah. Yes, Miss, I'm muted, Habibi, because I'm waiting for your answers. ما تحكي. Yes, Huda.
Miss, I wrote mine to
Yeah, okay,
understand.
you can read your paraphrase. Let me see.
The writer says that being
Huda,
on
can
the
you please raise your voice?
yes,
Yeah.
the writer says that being on the endangered species list, polar bears will be protected in sanctuaries,
Yes.
and polar bears could be held through to nations, and removing the polar bears from this list is a very important
Yes.
step, even though it is very rare that an animal is removed from the list.
Yes. Excellent, Rhoda. Let me tell you something. هلا هي it's clear who is watching the video before the lecture and who's not. It seems that she watched the video because the word sanctuaries is mentioned in the video and in the text. So it seems that she watched the video and her paraphrase is perfect. Very good, Huda. Your paraphrase is perfect. She mentioned everything in a shorter way, in an easier way. And she explained the information perfectly. Let's see the answer that I've got here. So the writer says that being on the endangered species list, polar bears will be protected in sanctuaries. Polar bears could be helped through donations. Removing polar bears from the list is a very important step, even though it is very rare that an animal is removed from the list. يعني it's rare that animals are being removed from these lists. Type, guys. نحن will stop here. Tomorrow we will continue with the vocabulary word and with the first part of the lesson. And on Saturday we will continue with the second part of the lesson and with the activities related to the text. Thank you for attending and goodbye.
Bye, Miss.